This is our family. My name is Martin, and I'm an acupuncturist.
My name is Emily, and I'm a chiropractor.
Ori's our son, and Annie's our daughter.
Our lifestyle is definitely unconventional for most people. We don't want to be normal. We're inviting you into our lives to get a glimpse of what we do to stay healthy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So 6 months ago, I went to see my doctor because I had a skin infection. Something was going on my leg and didn't look very healthy. So I went to see my doctor, and I was a little bit concerned, so I asked, what should we do? And she said, definitely keep it clean. Make sure you keep it clean. And also, she had recommended to take an oral antibiotic. And right away, as you know, we're not big fans of drugs. And I really questioned if this was like a really serious concern, if this was something that I really needed to take. And she said, well, it's your call. And I decided to opt out. I decided to wait and look and see if my body could fight it off. And sure enough, it did. It cleared it completely. And here I am. I'm still alive and I'm doing fine. And I didn't take the antibiotics.
Yeah, and we really try and make sure the body has the ability, it can use its own ability to heal itself. And so this is what happened in this case. Yeah. But the reason we're bringing this up now is last week on Wednesday, Annie actually cut herself. She fell and she cut all under here. And it was bleeding enough at first. I thought maybe she needs stitches, but then I put a Band-Aid to stop bleeding and it seemed okay. But because it's right here and it moves a lot and she's 2, so there's food always in here and stuff.
Yeah, it's gross.
A few days later, it started. I actually got a good look at it, and it didn't look that good. I sent a picture to my friend, and he was like, "You should bring her in." So we went to Chio just so that they could see if it needed to be cleaned or if it was infected or if she needed stitches or anything like that. And he ended up. The doctor said he ended up cleaning it out and putting a steri strip, and now it looks all good and it's healing. He said she should have had stitches, but we didn't know that, But the other thing was that he then said, okay, well, she should be taking antibiotics at this point. And again, my radar goes off and is just thinking, if there was an emergency and it was a crisis, I would absolutely take them. That's what we believe medicine is for. Mm-hmm. Is this an emergency or a crisis? Is what I'm asking myself. So I asked the doctor, what would happen? How would I know if there's actually an infection and we need antibiotics? And he said, well, if it starts to get more red, if you start seeing pus, if she starts getting a fever, so a few more serious signs too. And
she had none of those.
She had none of those. It was red around there.
Maybe a bit of pus, maybe a bit of redness. Obviously, it was a bit infected there, but yeah, no fever. She looked 100%.
Yeah, she did great. So, so I said, okay, I'll take the paper and then, I'll just kind of see whatever, not to get into it too much. And she's absolutely fine. It's healing beautifully. And so the point is just that I think that if I was, as most people, if my doctor said to take them, I would have taken them, mm-hmm. And Martin too. And, but you really have to think about, can your body heal itself from things? And it absolutely can heal itself from 99% of things. We just have to help it.
We have to trust it. I think trust a bit more in the human body.
It as well.
And it's we're gonna be put in these situations many times, mm-hmm. and it's not always that obvious. And if you need our help, we'd be happy to offer our recommendations. If you're ever curious, you can talk to us. Obviously, you can go back to see your doctor again. You don't have to make that decision right away.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I thought. If it seems to be looking not so nice in a day or two, I'll go see my doctor and see what they say, and that's okay too, right? So just ask questions. That's what we recommend. Yeah. And
for alternatives, we try always to heal naturally. So same thing when I had my skin infection. Like all I did is I took a raw onion and I sliced it. I warmed it up in the oven a bit and I placed it on my leg, and that helped to get the infection and the pus out. And same thing, if we ever get a cold, we look at Chinese herbs. Mm-hmm. We never take antibiotics if we have a cold. We usually fight it with things like cupping or an adjustment or a Chinese herb. So
there's a lot of other things you can do. And we just wanted to bring up the topic and get that discussion going in your head or in your family. Just to give it some thought. We're not saying it's never good to take them, because they're there for a reason and they can save lives for sure. But it's just to start questioning a little bit more the situation.
Because if you're always taking antibiotics, always, eventually they don't work. Your body is resistant to them,
and it causes a lot of digestive problems long term as well. So that's it for today.
Okay.
Hope you've learned a little bit, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.